we're going to sketch it out in pencil first, and then we'll go over it with glue, and then we'll need salt to then adhere to it. Okay, so this is Darth Vader. I did a Winnie the Pooh one. I haven't dyed it yet with any color. And then I did a Wonder Woman one. Haven't done that yet. The Snoopy one is one that we're definitely going to do. So that'll probably be our first one that we're going to try out. You can do any design really. It's a little shaky. This has been drying overnight. So this is a butterfly you can do as well. So you can really come up with any type of design that you like. Hold on, I'm going to shake this out. This is Hello Kitty. It's really basic, simple designs. What you need to do for salt painting is you need to make sure that your images are large enough that when you go over with glue, your lines are not too close together that they mush together. So that's why I chose images that are a little bigger. So then that way you have more space. So then that way you can actually, you know, put color and put glue where it doesn't mush together. Like for example, like this one for Wonder Woman, you see how her eyes, they were a little too close, so they kind of got smushed. But once we add color, like it'll work. But you just need to pick a design that works for you. So I'll do maybe 2 or 3 designs depending on how much time that we have. And then you guys can come up with your own. You can either write your name in salt and in glue, or whatever you like. You can come up with a jellyfish. I think I have another one. Yes, I do. So I have another this was a jellyfish trial. This was the first one I did. So you can really come up with a different design that you want to do, something that you kind of like and want to do yourself. Okay. But I think we'll start off with Snoopy. I think that'll be good.
Okay, great. So we already went over the materials they need. So I think they're all ready with their piece of paper and their pencil.
Okay, awesome.
And then you'll teach them how to draw that cute little Snoop.
Yeah, so we'll do Snoopy first. Okay, so let me just move all of this out of the way. Hold on one second. So this will get a little messy, so just make sure you have something on your table to cover with. And let me move this out of the way. Just clean my desk. All right, here we go. All right, so Snoopy. Can you see that? Is that good?
Yep,
great.
That's great.
Okay, perfect. Okay, all right, guys, so you guys need a pencil. We're gonna sketch it out first because we just wanna make sure that when we draw it out with glue, we know what we're doing, okay? All right, so we're gonna start off with his head. There you go. Is that good? All right. Mm-hmm. We're gonna make sure that you have a big, a 8.5 by, or big enough paper, but you're gonna draw big. You're not gonna draw really small where it takes a little bit part of the paper. You're gonna draw big. Okay, so we're gonna start with his head. So his head is kind of like a rainbow. We're gonna start this corner right here, and let me know if you can see that. Okay, so you're gonna start right there at the edge of the paper, just like that. Can you guys see that? Is that good?
We can see it. That's okay, a good shaded line.
Okay, great. So you're gonna go like that, okay? Next, you're gonna curve it down a little bit, curve down a little lower, and then you're going to curve his nose going this way. It's almost going to touch the paper, but not quite, because we need enough for the actual nose itself, okay? So just go like that, okay? Next, we're going to add his nose. He has like a big circular nose that sticks out like that. Okay, just like that. Okay. Next, you're gonna come down with this line. Just take it down like this. Okay. Just like that. Next. Okay. How are we doing? Good? All right. Next, we're going to go to the...
If you're ready for the next step, give us a thumbs up. Let's see. Yep, they're ready.
Okay, awesome. So what you guys are going to do next is you're going to take the ear part, you're going to go down. Okay. And it's going to curve, basically like a big U. Do you see what I'm doing here? It's basically a big U that he has. Just like that, okay? that better? That's better. Okay. Next, when you have his ear right there, we're gonna do, it's almost like a teardrop inside his ear, just like that. Okay. Next, we're gonna go ahead and start his neck. So from his ear right here, we're just gonna curve this line and then curve this line to match a little bit. Okay. Next, he has a little collar. So you can make it a little bit thicker, only because when we add the glue, we're gonna fill in that glue line. So just like that. Okay. All right. We'll go in with the smile and the eye in a moment. Okay, next, what we're going to do his body. So he has a pretty big little belly. We're gonna curve his belly out like this. And it's gonna curve out like that. Okay. Next, okay, once you have its belly, we're gonna do his arm. So his arm goes straight down, just like this, almost like another U, and it curves like this, okay? Just like that.
Oh, Elizabeth, we have a request for you to, for them
Yeah.
to take a moment and catch up.
Sure, of course, no problem.
So maybe talk through the steps you've done.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay,
Thank you.
So remember, so we have the curve on the head, curve in the nose, right here with the nose, go down with the neck. For his ear, take a line straight down this way, curve it, teardrop for the inside of the ear, just like that. Collar, and you can make it any type of collar. You can make it a rectangular collar if you want to. And then its little belly that pops out right here, just like that. It's kind of like a C, but it kind of curves this way. And then almost another U going this way for his hand or arm or his paw. Okay. How are we doing?
Let's see. If you've caught up to Elizabeth, give us a thumbs up. If you need another minute, give me like a hold on, Ashley, hold on. Let me just check all that. Hold on.
Okay.
We need like maybe let's give him a minute. Yeah.
No problem.
Let's give him a minute.
No problem.
I do see, let's see if anybody has a question. Does anybody have a question? Well, let's see. Mara and Jaden, they have a digital hand up.
Sure.
Mara and Jaden, do you guys have a question?
We raised it a long time ago and then forgot to put it down.
Oh, no problem. Did we answer your question already? You good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This one says Dale King. Did you have a question?
Yes.
What's up?
How much are we gonna make?
Well, we're starting with one, and then we'll see how much time we have, and maybe we'll do another one or two. It kind of depends. But so far, we're working on the one. Hold on, we got another one. Maddie Nolan, do you have a question?
Wait, do you do it?
Yes.
What's up?
Can you teach us how to make a treble clef?
Oh, that is a little.
Whoa. Let's work on
I tried it, but it doesn't look so good.
Let's finish up Snoopy first, and then maybe we'll take some requests. Okay. A treble clef. That's so fancy.
I mean, I could do that for her while others are waiting. I mean, while others are doing their thing, if you want. I mean, it's pretty easy.
Well, here, let's see. Does anyone still need a minute? Does anyone still need a minute? No, we're good. Let's move on. We're good.
We're good. Moving on. All right. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. So now that we have Snoopy, we're going to now add his two little paws right here. So two lines right there. Okay. Next, he has two big feet. So we're going to do a line. We're going to actually close his belly right here. Just close it up like that. Now we're going to do a couple lines for his feet. So we're going to do a line here for 1 foot, and then a line right here. Okay. Now he kind of has like football feet. So we're going to extend his foot there, extend his other foot like that. Okay. And then we're going to extend the other foot going this way like that. Okay. We're not going to add detail to his feet because those lines are going to be a little bit too hard to put glue. But now that we have his feet, we're going to add his tail. Okay. So his tail sticks out kind of like his feet. So it just sticks out like this. Make sure it's big enough and not too little, because we're going to add glue. We have to trace it with glue. And this little line right there has a little black spot, but you're going to color it in whatever color you want. Okay. So this is Snoopy so far. Now what's missing? We need his eye and we need his smile. He's smiling through this. Okay. So his eye is basically a little oval shape, just like that. And then we want him to smile because he's happy to be here. Okay. And there you go. There we have Snoopy. Okay. So just take your time. If you want to add anything else to Snoopy, like let's say you wanted to add maybe a sun in the background, just like this, and just like make it easy, simple, you can. Because remember, anything that you add as far as design wise, you're going to have to trace with glue. So you want to try to make the lines very simple, so then that way you're not doing so much little detail where all the glue is going to smush together. Okay. All right. So that's Snoopy. And I see a question. Madeline Nolan, I think. Ashley.
This is the treble clef. Hold on.
Okay, perfect. I can do the treble clef for her.
Hold on. Maddie, you want to learn the treble clef?
I figured out the treble clef, and
yes.
I did a music note next to it.
Yes,
good
that looks
job,
great.
girl.
I did another one, and this is what I did.
It's a heart eyes emoji. It looks great, Maddie. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Hold on. Charlie and Jade have a question.
Okay.
Hi guys. Do you have a question?
It's a request for the next one.
Oh, what's your request?
I think Winnie the Pooh is really cute. Can we do it?
Oh, the Winnie the Pooh. Let's finish up the Snoopy and learn all the steps, and then I bet you Elizabeth will like quick draw a bunch of different requests.
Yeah,
because she's such a good artist. She'll teach you guys a bunch of things. But let's finish up this one so then everybody knows all the steps, and then everyone can kind of do their own, whatever their own design is.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right. Thank you for remuting yourself. Elizabeth, so once we've sketched it out, what do we do next?
Okay, so now are you guys all done? If you guys are done, we are going to go ahead and grab our glue. Okay, so the next step is the glue. Okay, we're gonna trace all our lines that we drew in pencil with glue. So if you see my demo here, do you see how I outlined all the lines? What I did here in the inside of the ear, what I ended up doing is filling in this part with a lot of glue in the middle. And I'm gonna go over that as well. And then with the collar as well, I filled that in with glue, so then that way I could color the inside of the collar. Okay, and I put a little bit of extra glue right here on his nose just to give him a little more color as well. Okay, and we colored in the eye as well, so I filled that in with glue. So if you guys are ready, does everybody have their glue bottle ready? We're gonna start tracing. Okay, is everybody ready to go? Thumbs up if you guys are ready, because I'm gonna start. Okay.
Yeah.
So
we look really ready.
Awesome.
We had a good question in the chat box.
Mm-hmm.
The question was, does it have to be white glue? It doesn't. It could be clear glue.
Yes.
Or whatever glue you have. Anything that is sticky that the salt can stick to will totally work.
Yes. All right. Okay, guys. So remember, when you're pressing with 2 hands, you have control of your bottle. So make sure the line is at least thick enough. So watch what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to start with the eye first. You see my line? But I want to color in it, so then that way I could actually color in the eye. So I'm not going to put way too much glue, but I want to make sure that I have enough glue so then the salt can hold on to the glue, okay? So I'm just, you see how I'm going kind of slowly over the line that I drew? So that's what you're gonna do, okay? If you need to use 2 hands to control the bottle, go ahead and do that. Okay. And you're just doing this really slowly, okay? And then once you get to the end of one line, you just kind of let go of, you see how you squeeze and then you just kind of let go so the air sucks back in and it sucks in the glue back into the bottle. Then when you're ready to do the other one, you go ahead and just do that, okay? And then this one's gonna be colored in. So I'm just gonna add some glue inside. And I can use the nozzle. You see, I'm gonna use the nozzle. If you don't have a pencil or anything to kind of fill it in with, just use the nozzle to kind of turn. You see here, I'm gonna angle this a little bit so you can see it. You see what I'm doing? I'm just kind of pushing the glue around so then that way I can fill that whole space, okay? Just like that. So I'm just gonna continue tracing. So whatever design you chose, if you didn't do Snoopy and you chose your own, just go ahead and start tracing all of that, okay? Just make sure your line is thick enough. It shouldn't be too thin or else it's not going to hold the salt. I did a few of my lines too thin yesterday when I was doing demos and they just came apart. So make sure that you take your time with this, okay? And then once we add the salt, you're gonna need another piece of paper or 2 pieces of paper underneath so you can catch the salt to hold it, okay? How are we doing with this? Is this taking a while?
They look like
Are you
they're
guys
all
having
really
fun?
hard at work. Yeah,
Awesome.
they're going for it.
Great.
I see lots of glue bottles. I see happy campers. They're doing great.
Perfect.
Yeah. So just
Awesome.
take your own time and trace it at your own pace.
Yes. And then those of you guys, how many of you guys have food coloring? If you have food coloring that you're going to use, can you raise your hand? I'm just curious to see how many of you guys have food coloring because it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to show you how to mix the food coloring together.
A couple of them do, yeah.
Okay,
We got
great.
a couple hands in there.
Okay, awesome. If you don't have watercolors, then you will be able to use food coloring. I'll do both. And I'll show you how to mix the ratio. So then that way we have a good color. Okay, so there you go. So Snoopy is ready to go. And he's ready to be salted. I have my salt right here. I'm not going to do it yet, but I have my salt. I have a big thing of salt. And for me, what I like to do, I like to pour my salt in a cup. So then that way I have a little bit more control of it. But if you have the jar, you can go ahead and just use it with the jar. I just like to do this, have enough. Because then I like to pour, I don't like to waste my salt. You can probably do maybe 2 or 3 drawings and reuse the salt that you put on the drawing before it becomes really clumpy. So that's what we're gonna do. How's everybody doing?
We've got some questions. Hold on.
Yeah, questions, go for it.
This one says Dale King again. Unmute.
Okay, go.
Hold on, it's not unmuting. Nope. Hi, what's your question?
Do you salt it now?
Yeah,
So
that's going to be the next step. That's going to be the next step.
yeah, is everybody ready or are you guys still working? Are you guys still putting glue on your paper?
It looks like a bunch of them are still working, but
Okay.
they're very concerned that the glue is going to dry.
The
Which
glue
it's not going to dry. It takes
dry.
like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Christopher, spelled with a K. Do you have a question?
Our glue is super liquidy, so it's gonna be not as good.
No, it'll be fine because once you add the salt, it's gonna absorb it, so it'll be fine. Is it really super runny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I had to.
Maybe use a paintbrush or the back of a paintbrush to dab it on there so you're not pouring it and it's smearing everywhere. Try that maybe.
Can you angle your camera so I can see what you so I can see it?
Water to it, so because it was very. It'll be fine.
Oh no, that's
It'll be
fine.
fine.
That's fine. That's fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fun. You'll have fun. That's what it's all about.
Okay. Does anybody need more time? Are we good?
Maybe why don't you show them how you dump the salt on there, and they can keep
Sure.
gluing if they're still gluing. They don't have to
Perfect.
do the salt step yet. They can just
Okay.
watch.
Sounds good. Okay. So I'm going to put my other Snoopy over here so we cover my laptop. All right. So I have a couple pieces of paper underneath. I'm actually going to move this over. Hold on one second. All right. So with Snoopy, I have my salt in a cup, and I'm just basically what I'm going to do. It's kind of like when you paint with glitter or when you use glitter, you're just going to shake your salt over the areas that have glue in it. Okay. And obviously I'm going to run out of salt right now because I don't have enough salt in this cup. But what I like to do, because I don't like wasting salt, I like to move around my salt from the top to the bottom also. But you see, I'm going to cover basically my whole paper with salt. Okay. Until I can't see it. And then I'm going to move this over a little bit. And I'm going to cover that, the sun. Then I'm going to cover his collar. And do you see how I still have some left on the bottom? So what I could do, I could just pour a little bit more. I could pour a little bit more salt in my cup, which I'll do for this first one. Okay. I'm going to just cover this up. Just like that. So every area, if you don't have too much salt, what you could do is just when you tip your paper over, the salt from the top is going to fall to the bottom of your drawing. So you can do that. Because I have a new bottle of salt, I'm just going to do it this way. Okay. All right. And then it's going to sit there for probably leave it sitting there for about 10 seconds just so it really absorbs it. And right now, the glue is becoming, see, it's already taking the salt is already absorbing the glue. So do you see how I'm gently tapping my salt and my paper? Do you see how it's holding on? Okay, so I'm gently tapping it, because if you do it too hard, especially if you have really runny glue, which I learned from experience, it'll just come right off. So you don't want it to do that. Okay, so do you see how I'm just gently lifting it onto my other piece of paper? Okay, and there you go. And then I have Snoopy right here. Do you see how a little piece ended up coming off right there? But I'm just gonna push this with my finger so it kind of attaches there, so then that way I don't have a little gap. Okay, and then I'm just gonna tap as much as I can this way, and there we go. And this is Snoopy already ready to get painted. But what we need to do is let this dry for about 5 to 10 minutes. So before we start painting this, we're going to do another one. So we're going to draw a different character. We're going to put this one aside to dry. If you want, you can put this out in the sun to dry, but make sure you put something to hold a piece of paper so it doesn't fly if you put it outside. But for right now, this is what you're going to do. Okay, so you're going to grab your salt. So if you haven't started yet, you're going to grab your salt, you're going to put it on top of your glue, so then that way it covers the whole thing. Tap it all off, so then that way all the salt comes off, and then we're going to put this aside. Okay, how many of you guys have started with the salt yet?
It looks like they're all doing it. I would also
Okay,
say
awesome.
that if your glue is really runny, like the one child that told us that his glue is, their glue is super drippy, then I would just pour the salt and leave it,
Let it sit
before picking it up.
Yes,
So yeah, I think they're all just kind of taking their time and doing
perfect.
their thing. And if you want to draw your own shape, you can go ahead and do that on a second one. I know we had some requests for Elizabeth to show how to draw certain things, which she can totally do in a moment. And yeah, it takes like 10 minutes to dry, right? You just kind of put it to the side.
It's about 5 to 10 minutes. So by the time we finish the other character, then
Mhm.
we'll be able to go ahead and start painting the Snoopy. So we'll do another character, then come back to this one and start painting this one. Okay.
Great.
So great.
Hold on, we
All
have
right.
2 questions.
Sure.
Eva,
What are your questions?
Eva, or maybe, what's your question?
Can you teach me how to draw a unicorn?
Oh, wow.
A
Unicorn.
unicorn? Yeah. I actually was looking that up yesterday. Yes, we'll do a silhouette of a unicorn, and then that way you can fill it in. Yeah, we could do that.
Alright, hold on. We got Christopher. Go ahead.
Is this round we can draw anything we want?
Yep. Do whatever you want.
Yep.
You could like do your name. You could do your favorite character. You could do a heart. You could do, yeah, whatever.
Whatever you want.
Let's see. Let's see if I see any more questions. Okay, Candace Miller. Unmute. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask you if you could teach me how to draw a Pikachu.
A
A
Pikachu?
Pikachu. I do have Pikachu. I can look up right now. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna get
That's an
300
easy character.
We're about to get 300 requests. So why don't we do some quick ones,
Okay.
and we'll try to do as many as we can in 10 minutes.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to put Snoopy aside. I'm going to let him dry right now.
You also, if you have a request and it's something you think you can do on your own, remember our friend Madeline asked for a treble clef, but then she Googled a picture and figured it out. So if it's something you think you can figure out on your own, try to do that. But Elizabeth will get through as many as she can. The first request, it was those two girls. What was their request?
The Winnie the Pooh?
Winnie the Pooh. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on one second. Let me find Winnie the Pooh. Here you go.
So we got a Winnie the Pooh. We got a Pikachu.
Pikachu.
And a unicorn.
And a unicorn. All right. Here you go.
And a butterfly.
And a Sounds good. All right. Let me move Snoopy over. Okay. So we're going to do Winnie the Pooh. This is Winnie the Pooh with his honey pot. Okay. All right. So if you're going to do Winnie the Pooh, you can follow along. Here we go. Let me get another paper. All right.
Maybe just do the face, so then it's easier and quicker. Is that? I don't know.
Sure, we could do the face.
Yeah, he's got a cute little round face.
Do you want to just do the face? All right. No problem. Okay. So for the face, then if we just do Winnie the Pooh's face, we're going to go ahead. It's kind of like Mickey Mouse a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do a curved line like this, kind of like a rainbow. Then we're going to do his ear that pops out like this, just like that. Then we do another ear that pops out like this, just like another rainbow. Okay. All right, next, I'm going to curve on this side like that, and then curve. So we're making sure that both of these kind of match, that they're similar. Okay, they're symmetrical. Okay. Then we have his chubby cheeks, little chubby cheeks, just like this. His other little chubby cheek. And if we're just doing his face, just like that, curves that there. We're going to do his nose in the center. So you're going to find the center of his face, and you're going to do an upside down triangle. Not too pointy, a little curvy. Then he's going to have his eyes closed because he's really enjoying his pot of honey. So you're going to do basically two rainbows like that. Then he has his little eyebrows because he's really enjoying it. And then he has his mouth just like that. Okay.
He's so cute.
Okay. And if you want to add the honey pot, if you want to just add a little bit here, you can add the honey pot right here, just like this. Make a circle like that. Just like this. And then you're going, my pencil. You're going to just curve this like this. Just make sure it's big enough. Your lines are big enough. His little half circle, just like a C right there. His arm right there. Another big circle there. Part of his arm there, and his shirt. And there you go. And that's little Winnie the Pooh. Okay. And that's Winnie the Pooh for you. All right. Okay. What was the other request, Ashley?
A butterfly
A butterfly.
was one
Okay.
of them.
Okay. I'm gonna leave this one here. Let's see. Can you see that here? I'm gonna leave that Winnie the Pooh there so you can see him. Okay, great. All right. So I'm gonna do the butterfly. Butterfly is going to come out right there. Okay. Butterfly. So butterfly right here. You can go ahead and start with the center of the butterfly, just like this. Almost like a rectangle, but you're gonna curve the two ends. You see, you could do a rectangle like that, but you're just gonna curve the top and curve the bottom, okay? Now, once you do that, you're going to do the wings. So the wings, it's up to you how you wanna do the wings, but you usually do a curve like this, and then another curve like this. Just kind of almost like flower petals, really, okay? Then, that's your wing. So with this, with the butterfly, they're symmetrical as well. So the left side has to match the right side, or maybe it doesn't. It's up to you. Get creative. But usually that's what happens. Okay. And then you just curve this just like that, and then you have your butterfly. Now, here you go. You add lead pencils break all the time. All right. And then for the butterfly, you can go ahead and add designs. Now you want to make sure that your butterfly, the designs are not so tiny, because once you add the glue, it's going to make it difficult. So you want to make sure that the designs are big enough for you to trace with glue. So for example, like if I want to do lines here in the center, I'm going to space them out with enough space. So maybe like 2 finger spaces. So then that way, when the glue, when we add the glue, it doesn't mush all together. Okay, so here I can add circles if I wanted to, but it's up to you to figure out like the type of design that you want for your butterfly. You don't have to make it look like mine. And then here on the bottom, I could do lines if I wanted to and just make it different, just like that. Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost
Sorry.
you for a second.
Okay.
Okay. You're
All
back.
right, there we go. Okay, cool. All right. So that's the butterfly right there. Okay.
Okay.
You can do a butterfly
think-
like this. Okay.
Unicorn.
Unicorn? Is
Yeah.
that what we said? Unicorn? Okay.
Yeah.
Unicorn.
Someone asked
All
for
right.
a unicorn, but maybe
Let me.
like a simple unicorn, because that.
Oh yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
do the
It's just
whole
gonna
body,
be this.
that's hard.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be the silhouette of the unicorn, and I'm trying to remember. Hold on one second. One second. I'm gonna just. Why is my trackpad?
Oh, a
not
Hello
working?
Kitty. Was the
You want
other
Hello
one.
Kitty?
And then there's
Okay.
a whole bunch of digital. Yeah, and then there's a bunch of digital hand raises, but let's do those 2 and then we'll start calling on kids.
Okay, sounds good. All right, hold on one second. And we'll do.
So
Hold on.
make sure while you're drawing your second one that your first one, your Snoopy or whatever your first one is salted and drying off to the side. Because in probably another 8 minutes, we're going to go back to that one.
Yep. Okay. Perfect. So we're going to start with Hello Kitty next. And here we go. All right. So Hello Kitty is pretty easy. Let me show you. Okay, here we go. All right, so Hello Kitty's pretty easy. She has a pretty easy shape, kind of like Winnie the Pooh as well. Okay, so are we done with the butterfly and the Winnie the Pooh? Yes, we're good. I'm just gonna put him here to the side if you need to see him. He's so cute. He's like enjoying his little honey. Okay, so we have Hello Kitty. All right, Hello Kitty, here we go. So with Hello Kitty, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with her big bow first, because I want to make sure that I have enough space for her face. So I'm going to use the paper going landscape instead of portrait. So I'm going to start with her bow first. Okay, I'm going to do a big circle here in the corner, just like that, or an oval shape rather, oval shape. Then I'm going to do her big bow going out this way. It's going to extend like this, just like that. Okay. Then I'm going to do another one on the corner on this side. So again, symmetrical. I'm going to do oval here, or a rainbow right there. Okay, that's her bow. Then I'm going to start with her ear, which is basically like a triangle shape. Once I have that corner, now I can do the rest of her face. I'm going to create a line, basically like a rainbow again. I'm going to create the line, just go this way. Then I'm going to create a triangle for her other ear. Okay, kind of matching the ear on this side as well. Okay. Next, the shape of her face is round or more of a oval shape. So I'm going to take it all the way as far down as I possibly can down here. Okay. So just widen her face up. If you need to make it a little bit wider, just use your eraser. If you need to erase any lines, just like I am doing. Okay. And if you need to, okay. Next, in the center of her face right here, we're going to do her nose. So her nose goes a little low side and it's an oval. And then we're going to do 2 oval eyes. So we're going to separate her eyes, maybe about 2 finger spaces on each side. One right here, 1 oval there, and about 1 oval here. Okay. All right. Once we have her eyes, then we're gonna have to do her whiskers. So she has 3 whiskers. 1, 2, 3. So we're doing 3 lines. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Kind of matching the other side. Okay. Now, if you need to clean up any of your lines, if you need to make this a little thinner, whatever you need to do, just go ahead and use your eraser. There we go. That looks a little better. And that's Hello Kitty.
So great.
Okay. And that's easy shape, quick. And then once we put glue and salt it, it'll look like this one. Okay. So just take a moment and go ahead. There you go. Okay, so while you're doing that, I'm gonna look up the picture of Pikachu real quick.
Oh, we had a unicorn too.
Unicorn's
Yeah,
next. Okay.
they asked
All
a while ago, and then
No
a Pikachu.
problem. No problem. Unicorn is next. Hold on 1 second. Let me just get an easy unicorn. Unicorn.
This is so fun. It's like I've learned how to draw like 50 things so far. This is awesome.
Okay, here we go. Okay, perfect. I think I got it. All right, let's do this. All right, so whoever wants to do a unicorn, this is for you. I'm gonna move my pictures over. Okay, there we go. All right, unicorn coming up. We can draw all day here. All right, so Hello Kitty is ready to go. And now we have our unicorn. So for our unicorn, what we're gonna do, it's basically, we're gonna do the silhouette of a unicorn, okay? So we are going to start with the horn. So you can go ahead and have your paper go portrait. So we're gonna start with the horn of the unicorn, just like that, okay? So go ahead and do a triangle. It's basically an acute triangle. That means it's less than 90 degrees, okay? All right, so there's the horn of the unicorn. Then we're going to do basically a big U, and it's going to be the nose and the mouth, all of that of the unicorn, just like that. Okay. Then we're going to do a line that goes this way, and then a line that goes this way for the unicorn. Okay. We're not going to do the whole unicorn. It's just part of the unicorn. Okay. Then once you have that, you're going to start doing the hair or the ear first and then the hair. So the ear goes another little triangle like that. We're gonna do a little curved line there, and then we're gonna do the hair. So it kind of almost looks like a dinosaur view, but once it's colored in, you can change it so it doesn't look, but there you go. And that's your unicorn. If you wanted to change the hair a little bit and round it off, you could. So to make it look a little bit, but once you paint this, you'll see that it looks like a unicorn, and you can go ahead and do like a unicorn. You can do lines here, but this is all gonna, so in order to make it look like a unicorn, you're going to color all of this in with glue. So then that way you can do a rainbow type of unicorn or just change it up. But that's the unicorn.
Yeah, you could do the most magical colors.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Pikachu.
Pikachu. All right. Hold on one second. Let me pull up my Pikachu real quick. I'm going to keep this on the unicorn for a second. Hold on one second. All right.
Hey, everyone, do me a favor and gently touch your first salt painting and see if it's dry. If it's dry, can you write yes or no in the chat box just so we can see how we're doing with those? Don't smush it down. Just gently, gently touch it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. Some say
How are you
yes.
doing? Good?
Some say yes, but most of them say still wet. So let's keep drawing.
Okay. Yeah, it's still going to be wet, but it's okay. Like we can still paint it when it's a little bit wet. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do Pikachu. I'm trying to find a quick, easy Pikachu that's not too hard. Here we go. I think this one is pretty easy. Let's make sure. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this one. Okay. All right. Pikachu's next, guys. Who's ready to do Pikachu? So Pikachu is going to take up the whole space of your paper as well. You're going to do portrait. So we're going to go ahead, and his face is kind of almost like a square face, but it's going to be curved. Okay. So we're going to do, and again, with the top of his head is going to be a rainbow on the top of his head, just like that. Then it's going to curve down like this. He has a big cheek like that. Okay. So we want to make sure it's big. Then his ear extends out like this, a line like that, and then it curves in like this, okay? It's Pikachu's ear. Then his head, it goes down like this, just like that, okay? He has a black line right here, so this is gonna be colored in with salt. Okay, I'm gonna just cut this up a little. All right, next, we're gonna do his other ear that extends up. And if you don't have enough room on your paper, it's okay. Just have it stick out, okay? So there's his face. Next, we're gonna start with his eyes, then we're gonna continue with the body. Let's just get the face right. Okay, so his eyes are circular, so we're gonna do 2 circles, one right there and one right here. We're gonna leave a little circle open. So you're just gonna have to be careful when we line it with glue. We're gonna leave that empty, okay? Now we have a little nose. He has a little nose just like this. We're just gonna do a little dot when we add the glue there, okay? Then he has a smile that goes like this. He's really happy to be here because he's gonna get salted and painted. So it looks kind of like a mustache. Hold on. I ran out of pencil. Hold on one second. All right. Okay. Next, we're going to open his mouth really wide because he's super happy to be here. Just like that. It's like a big U. Just like that. Okay. Then he has red cheeks. So we're going to do a half circle right there. And then we're going to do a full circle right here. His cheeks are red, but you're going to color it whatever color that you want. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to bring down his face like this. Now, his body is also a rectangle. So his body goes like this, but it's a curved rectangle. So we're gonna do a line that goes this way, just like this. Then we're gonna curve another line that goes like this, just like that. I left enough gap because we're gonna add his arms in a moment, okay? And then he just curves a little bit like that on the bottom, okay? Now, once you're done there, we're gonna do his arms and then we're gonna add his feet. So his arm goes here, a line right there, and then another line right here. And then with his fingers, what we're going to do, because they're so little, we're gonna spread them out a little bit here because we're gonna make them a little bigger because when we add the glue, we need to make sure that they're separated. So These are not quite his fingers, but we're gonna make them bigger just so you can actually see them better when we add glue, okay? So line right there, line right there. His fingers, triangles, 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? Now, his legs, his feet. You're just gonna do big, we're gonna make them a little bit bigger just so then that way we can actually trace it with the glue. So we do 2 U's. You see how like when we're doing like caricatures or cartooning, it's basically, it's the same shapes, rainbows, U's, W's, curves, it's the same, okay? Now, Pikachu's almost done. What does he need? He needs his tail, his lightning bolt tail. So his tail comes out from the back of his head just like this, a line in the back, angled line this way, curves this way, down this way, kind of like a staircase, okay? And there we go. And you can do another line in the back right here, so then that way you can see the separation between the arm and the, but make sure it's far away, okay? All right, and that's Pikachu, ladies and gentlemen. That's Pikachu.
Elizabeth, I have an idea.
Yes.
Should we show them how to paint their salt?
Yes.
And then,
let's do that now.
and then if they're kids that want to learn how to draw other things, they can wait till the end.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
can stay on a little longer.
Yeah, no
because I know
problem.
some of them have to log off, you know, for school or
Absolutely.
whatever else.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Okay.
Okay.
Did
So
you guys
let's
get
salt
your
paint.
Okay, we're good with the Pikachu? Good. I'm gonna leave it there in the view of it if you need it. Okay, so my Snoopy is ready to go. All right, for those of you guys who have, really quickly, for those of you who have food coloring, what you're gonna do real quick, you're going to grab your food coloring. For those of you who have a watercolor palette like I do, go ahead and open up your watercolor palette, get a little cup with water, and have it ready to go, okay? For those of you who have food coloring, I'm gonna show you real quick what you're going to do. You're gonna put food coloring in a little cup or in little bowls. So whatever colors you wanna do at least 4 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4 of each color in your cups, okay? So go ahead and grab your food coloring, open them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to do at least 4. You don't want too many drops of food coloring because this is pure and it's going to dye your fingers if you put too much on there. You need a paintbrush, or if you have an eyedropper, either works. 4 drops here in each cup. And then if you want to make a different color, like let's say for example, right now all I have is my primary colors, which are red, blue, green, yellow, and red, blue, yellow, and green. But if you want to make, let's say, a purple, you can just mix colors together. So you can mix blue and red together and make a purple. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, so now that I have my food coloring, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some water. So I'm just gonna add, I'm gonna add a little bit of water, just a tiny bit, just like that. So you have enough color. See, you don't need too much, just like that. I'm gonna just add a little bit. For the darker colors, you can probably add a little bit more water, but you usually add like about 2 tablespoons or a tablespoon. But if you don't have a tablespoon, we're just winging it. We're just doing it, eyeing it. All right, so I have my colors for food coloring. If you don't have watercolors, these are my food coloring colors. I'm gonna do both watercolor and food coloring. I'm gonna give myself a water cup as well, just so then that way I can dip my brush and I can clean my brush if I want to, okay? So did you guys all get the food coloring part? All right, we're ready? We're good? We're gonna start painting, guys. Okay, so it's very important that when you start painting, that you need to have enough water on your brush so then that way it actually absorbs it, okay? So if you're using watercolor, what you're going to do, you're going to dip your brush in the water cup, just like that, okay? You're gonna dip it, and let's say, for example, if I wanted to use purple, so I'm going to really saturate my palette. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm really putting enough color on my brush and really saturating it. Okay, so I have enough color. Then I'm going to go to my salt, and there it goes. Do you see how it's really absorbing the color? So I'm gonna raise this up a little bit so maybe you can see it a little better. So if I wanted to add red, I'm gonna go to my watercolor palette. I'm going to my watercolor palette, and then I'm really absorbing and then pressing down. I'm adding more water and more paint, okay? Now, this is just for watercolors. Now, if I wanted to use the dye already has a lot of water in it, okay? So all I have to do is just dip my brush, boop, dip it in it, and then just put it on the salt. Do you see the food coloring is a lot easier to take out of the cup because all I have to do is dip my brush and it does the work for me because there's so much water in there already. So that works really easy. Okay, so we're just gonna add in different areas. You see, if wherever I want to add blue, I'm gonna add blue. Okay, I'm gonna add some blue here. I'm gonna add some blue here, and you can do it whatever colors you want. So this is gonna be not your traditional Snoopy colors. Do you see how it spreads? The paint spreads through the salt, and it's okay that it's not dry. So let's see here. We got red. Oop, it just became purple because I mixed blue and red. So I'm gonna add. Oh, it became orange. Let's see, green. I have some more yellow. Let's add some more yellow here. I'm gonna do a mixture of my food coloring and my watercolors. So this, you're gonna take your time. You're not gonna go so fast, but right now, because this is a demo, I'm gonna go quickly. So then that way you guys can see the finished product. And then if you guys have any more that you guys want me to draw out, I'd be more than happy to do that for you guys as well.
Elizabeth, I noticed, first of all, it looks awesome. It looks like tie-dye rainbow explosion.
Yeah, right?
Yes, but I noticed that you're not painting with your brush in brush strokes. You're just doing like light dots, right?
Yeah, so all I'm doing, I'm just dipping my brush in and taking it out. I'm not moving my brush up and down. I'm just literally letting the brush and the water just absorb through the salt. Do you see? I'm just pressing down and it quickly just absorbs it. So yeah, we don't want to paint. That's not what we're doing. When this whole image dries, what you can do, however, when this all dries, you could paint in the inside and the background and everything else that's white on paper. You can paint that with watercolors if you want to like complete the look and make it look brighter. You can do that. Okay, so I'm almost done with this one. And there's his tail. How's it going for you guys?
It literally looks amazing. I can't wait to see what the kids do.
I know. I'm curious to see how theirs is turning out.
We got a lot of thumbs up.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of thumbs up. These are awesome.
Great.
So fun.
Okay.
I don't want you to pick them up and show us because I don't want it to drip. But you can, when you're done, you can have your parents send me a picture. That'd be a good idea.
Or if you have a phone, you can angle your phone over. If you're using a tablet, you could do that too. But yeah, so I'm pretty much done with Snoopy. I'm just adding a little bit more color to any of the white areas, but that's Snoopy. And when he dries, he'll look really great. You can even frame it if you wanted to. You could put it on the fridge. But yeah, that's Snoopy. That's Snoopy colored. So while you're continuing to do that, do you want me to paint another one, Ashley, or do you want me to draw anything else, or what would you like me to do?
Sure. I think there's still a few kids that wanted to learn how to draw some stuff.
Sure.
I see them with their hands up. So I'll call them out in the order that I saw them.
Sounds
a bunch
good.
of them have been waiting a while.
Perfect.
And then and we'll just keep going.
Yeah,
this is so nice of you, Elizabeth.
Yeah, of course.
But now that everybody knows all the steps, you can do it at your own pace, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. So we have my friend Maya had her little digital hand raised.
Okay. Hey, Maya.
Maya, did you have a question or a request?
No.
I think that was
Oh.
earlier.
It was a while ago. I know. Sorry, sweetie. Does yours look cool? You want to show us? Wait, you have to talk so that we can see it.
Oh, here.
Whoa.
Hey, Mama, flip the camera. Mama, just
Wow, that looks really cool.
Ooh.
I love it. Good job, Maya. Okay, this one, let's see. Who else is raising a hand? It says Ori's iPad. Trying to unmute her. Hi, do you have a question or a request?
no.
No, not anymore. Okay.
How's it
yours
going,
coming
Ari?
out? Is it cool?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if anyone's raising their hand. Oh, my buddy. Hold on. Griffin, do you have a question or request? Hi.
A dolphin.
A dolphin. That's a good one. Elizabeth,
That
could you
is
show
a
my
good one.
Griffin how to draw a dolphin?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's, I'm gonna move Snoopy out of the way so he can draw. And put Pikachu in the unicorn. Hold on one second. Let me just look up a dolphin real quick. Actually, hold on. I know how to do a dolphin. Wait, I know how to do a dolphin. Okay. Let me make sure I know how to do a dolphin.
No problem. We'll give you a second. That looks like a dolphin to me.
I think so. Hold on. Let me just get his nose right. Okay. I think that looks like a dolphin. And then the bottom, it kind of looks like a shark. All right, let's do it.
All right, show us how. All right, Griffin Slater, you ready?
Okay. Here. Oops. Where's my seeker? All right, great. Just want to make sure I can see this. Okay, perfect. Okay, dolphin. Here we go. So we're gonna do a curved line that goes all the way down like this. We're gonna make him big, just like that. Okay. Then we're going to curve. He has a little nose that goes like this. Okay. Then we're going to curve its body, going down like this. Kind of looks like a baby bottle. Okay. Then we're going to do its fin or tail. It goes like that. Looks like a fish. Okay. Its fin on the top. And then we could do a fin on the bottom, one there. We can do another one here, but it's gonna probably be hidden. But there you go. And you can do an eye if you want to, right there. It's gonna be a little difficult when you do the glue, but you cannot put the eye and just color this whole thing in with glue. So then that way you can color the whole body of the dolphin instead of just doing the outline. Okay. So that's a dolphin. And then if you want to have him coming out of the water, and then you just do your lines like this, and he's coming out, he or she is coming out of the water. Okay. You could just do a few, and then if you wanted to add a sun, you could on the corner, just like that. Okay. And that's your dolphin.
Cute. I love him. Or her. We have a request.
Dolphin.
Yeah, we got a thumbs up. Great.
Okay,
We have a
cool.
request.
Were you able to get the dolphin? Yes, good. Okay.
Yep, I think we got it.
All right, great.
We have a request for
All
a
right,
dog.
awesome.
A dog.
A dog. Okay. A dog.
I wonder what kind. I
see.
wonder what kind of dog. Let's ask if
Maybe-
you want a big dog or a small dog. Hold on.
We could do the dog face, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Madeline D, do you have a specific dog in mind or just a dog?
Just a
Yeah.
cute dog.
Well, a simple dog I know how to do.
Oh, okay. Cool. Elizabeth can
A what?
show you. A simple dog.
Okay. A simple dog. I got it. Let's see. Hold on one second. Okay, great. Simple dog. We're gonna do simple. Oh, that's cute. I like this one. Okay, that's cute. Okay. All right. I think that one's really cute. Let's see. All right, get ready. I'm just trying to make sure I have enough for the, yeah, this one's cute. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna start with its face. Here we go. All right, we're gonna start, actually we're gonna go this way, portrait. Okay, we're going to, he's gonna have almost kind of like a square circular face, just like that. So go ahead and have his face go like this, almost like a circle, but then it curves this way, okay? All right, then we're going to do its ear that goes like this, just like that. We're gonna erase some lines, okay? So don't worry about how the ears are looking like right now. Just curve the ear like that, curve this ear like that. Okay, so you see these lines that you have right here, we're gonna erase those lines because now the ear is coming forward. We're gonna erase those lines. So then that way one ear is sticking up, one ear is down. Okay, next. We are going to do 2 circular eyes, one right here and one right here. And then we're going to color part of the eye. So this one, we're gonna have almost puppy dog eyes, just like that. Then we're gonna do a nose, just like that. And then we're going to do its mouth. Whoops, that's not centered. Okay, let's get centered here. Center, I'm gonna curve, just like that. And then he can have its tongue out. So a big U, and then a line in the center. Okay, and then we're gonna do its little body. So its little body's gonna come like this, okay? And it's gonna curve like this. Its little foot, just like that. A little line up there. It's sitting, it's posing for you. And then we're gonna do its other foot like that, okay? And then we're gonna do its body. Its little, okay, thigh right there. And then, and then we're gonna do its other foot in the back. And then a cute little tail that's sticking out from the back like that. And then its other paw that's sticking out this way, okay? Now you can do the little lines for the paw right here, as long as you separate them, because then when you add your glue, you want to make sure that they're really far apart, okay? The lines anyways, okay? And there you go. And you can add just like 1, 2, maybe 2 little, or maybe 3. Just depends, just make sure that you separate them far enough so then that way when you add the glue. And then you see this line right here in the center, you can erase that little line in the center. You can even give it the dog a collar if you want to, like that. And then maybe just do a big circle like that. So then that way you can have a collar, okay? If you wanted to add a little bit of hair, you could just stick out its hair like this and do it this way, like that. And then erase that line right there, okay? And there you have a dog, okay?
Oh, great. You want to take another one? I got a lot of hands in the air. Guys,
Sure.
you don't have to hold your hand up the whole time she's drawing. You can wait till when she's done drawing a picture and then put your hand up.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, so this child, it says Joshua's iPad, but I don't think your name is Joshua. That might be your dad. You were raising your hand for a long, long time. What's
Okay.
your request, my dear?
A pineapple.
A pineapple.
Perfect.
I love that.
I'm gonna leave the dog on that side, so then that way that whoever requested that can still see it. So pineapple is pretty easy. All right, you ready? Ready for your pineapple? All right.
Mhm.
Here we go. So pineapple, we are going to start off, here we go. Pineapple, we're gonna start off from the portrait as well. We're going to leave enough space, maybe leave your whole hand space on the top, so then that way you can do the top of the pineapple, but we're going to go lower, okay? So we're gonna create like a big, almost like a big oval shape for your pineapple, just like this, for your pineapple like that, okay? just like that. Do you see it? Big oval shape. Make sure it's big, okay? Then what you're going to do, you're going to do the stem of the pineapple. So you're going to go up like this, up like this, just like that. And then we're going to do another stem like that. It's basically, you're going to make sure that it's pointy, okay?
Yeah, like pointy leaves.
Yep. And just like that, okay? And that's all you need. Now, before you finish, you have to do the lines that go like this. Make sure that they're separated enough so then that way when you add the glue, you have enough space, okay? And there's your pineapple. What do you think? Good?
Thumbs up. We got a thumbs
Awesome.
up.
Great.
Let's see who else is raising their hand. Hold on. We have some friends that have been waiting a while.
Yeah.
Emily, Emily, what's your question or request?
Can you show me how to color it with the watercolors again?
Yeah. Do you need help with the watercolors? Sure. Is that cool, Ashley?
Sure.
All right. Okay, let me get another one that I did. Hold on one second. Okay.
I think you had a Wonder Woman. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, I have Winnie the Pooh and Wonder Woman right here. Okay. So for watercolors, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna grab your water cup. If you have a water cup with you, which I'm gonna pour a clean one. Okay. So I'm gonna get my brush. I'm gonna dip it in my water cup. Okay, so I'm cleaning my brush. Now for watercolors, I'm gonna grab my watercolor palette and I'm going to dip a lot of water. So I'm gonna really saturate my brush in water. So you see the water cup right there. So if I wanted to add, let's say red, you see what I'm doing with my brush here? I'm really putting a lot of color. And then I'm going to dip it there. Then I can reuse this and I'm just gonna, you see what I'm doing? I'm just dipping my brush back again in the water because I put so much paint on my brush that if I add more, I can just continue using this and I'll just add anywhere that I want red. Do you see now it's becoming really light because I'm running out of color? So I can either dip my brush again and make that brighter. So I can just go ahead and now I'm gonna change the color. I'm gonna probably add blue and then I'm just gonna add more water. So I really wanna make sure that I'm putting enough color on my brush when I'm using my watercolor. So then that way I get a brighter color. So do you see how this is really bright red and this became a little pink? Because I didn't have enough color on my brush. Okay, enough color, water on my brush. So I'm gonna do orange. Winnie the Pooh is kind of like a little orangey. This one's mixing, so it's becoming, there we go. Okay. Did that help?
Emily, did that help?
Yeah,
Great.
that help? Okay, cool. All right, any other requests?
Well, I'm sure. Hold on. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, so many. Okay. To the friends that have school and have to go, if you, at any point, you absolutely can go back to school, but if you want to keep drawing, Edith is so nice. She'll stick around. This is amazing. I could sit here all day. I'm nice and comfortable on my couch. Liam, you're up. I have a friend named Liam doing this, but yeah. Hi, buddy. Do you have a request?
Could we make backgrounds?
Oh, absolutely. But your backgrounds need to be simple. They can't be so detailed. So like, for example, like when I did, you see, when I did the dolphin one, if you do the background, you see how the water, you're just gonna have to do a few lines. Once everything is dry, so for example, like this one I did a jellyfish. So I did background, I did bubbles. Now see, this one has been dried overnight. So if I wanted to, and I wanted to add color in the background, I could with just watercolor. Once this is completely dry.
You
Okay.
could totally go back in and like watercolor the whole background later, like maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense, Liam?
Yes.
Or
Cool.
even if it's out in the sun for a couple hours. After that, then yeah. Okay. But right
Good-
now, no.
Good
Because the
question.
paint is so wet. Yeah.
What a great question. Luna. Hi, Luna. Do you have a question or request?
I want to know how to draw a lamp.
A what?
A what?
A lamp.
A
A
lamp?
lamp?
Like in your room?
Like a lamp.
A genie
Oh,
lamp.
Oh,
That's
genie
what I
lamp. Got
thought.
it.
Okay.
I thought she meant like a lamp, like a light bulb.
Now I was like, okay, I think it's a genie lamp from
Like
Aladdin,
from-
right?
Like from Aladdin, Luna? Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No problem. You got it. Okay, you ready?
That's
I'm gonna
a fun
start.
request.
You ready? I'm gonna start. Okay, genie lamp coming up. Let's see. All right. So with the genie lamp, you want to make sure that your paper is landscape, not portrait, because the genie lamp is pretty big. Okay. All right. So here we go. So we're going to start. The genie lamp is going to have, again, it looks like a mountain or like a rainbow going this way, just like that. Okay. Then it extends. It's kind of like an elephant's nose, to be honest. It comes out, it sticks out like this, and then comes down basically like an elephant's nose. Okay. And then it curves just like this, just like that. Okay. So that's part of the body. Okay. On this top part right here, we're going to cut that right there. And that's the top of the lamp. Then we have a big handle that it goes like this. And then it curves like this, just like that. And then the handle goes out like this, just like that. Okay. And then we have the top. You need to make sure you do these lines big enough, so then that way when you do your glue, just like that, it doesn't smush together or run into each other. Now, if you want to add detail to this, you could, but you have to make sure that your lines are pretty big. So like that. So I'm just going to do, I can do a line this way and a line this way like that. I could do lines that separate like this, just as long as they're big enough, okay? And that's my genie handle. I could fix this genie handle. Hold on, I don't quite like this. Let me fix this a little bit better. Hold on one second. I'm gonna curve this in closer. And there we go. That's better. I like that better. Okay. And that's the genie lamp. Okay. You got it?
Awesome. Aladdin's one of my favorite movies ever.
Right?
Mhm.
Me too.
Mhm.
And there's the genie lamp. Basic shapes.
I love it.
And
I
it
think
looks like a little,
it looks tricky, but when you break it down to shapes, it's pretty easy.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You could do Mrs. Potts like this too. Just a little bigger from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, like she's more
Chip.
round.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see if we've got any more requests. You want to take another one?
Sure.
Let's see if anyone's raising their hand. Declan, what's up?
Sup. And can you guys draw Charizard?
What's
Who?
that?
It's kind of like a dragon from Pokemon.
Oh, Charizard. Charizard.
Give Elizabeth a minute. She can Google it because I don't think
Okay.
she knows who that is.
Is it the orange one?
It's that orange fire dragon.
Okay. The cute one, right? Or the
He's the big one.
one that looks meaner or the one that looks cute?
The one that looks a bit meaner, but it's pretty cool too.
Okay. Let me see. Pokemon easy. Hold on one second. Let me
Charizard? Is that what it's called?
yeah.
Wait, you're doing a puppy?
Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm trying to see I'm trying to find an easy one because it's Okay. Let me see. Maybe we could just do its face because it has so much detail, but yes, we can. We could do it. Let me just make sure I find a less complex one because it has a lot of detail. And with saw painting, it doesn't work with a lot of detail. Okay. I think I might find a good one here. Yeah, I think I got it. Okay. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Ready? Who's the one that asked for this? Okay.
Oh,
I don't think we're gonna.
It's Declan. Do you want me to unmute him or?
No,
wait?
we're good.
Okay.
Okay. So Declan,
What is the name of this character again?
Charizard?
Wait, hold on.
Are we pronouncing that right? Charizard?
Charizard.
Charizard. Okay.
Charizard.
So we might not be able to
Here.
get his whole body because he's huge, but I'm gonna start with his face first, okay? So we're going to, because we really need enough space for his face and his, let's see. All right, so we're gonna start off with the face. Kind of has like a Snoopy face also. Just like this. Okay. I'm gonna try to break it down so then that way it's easy to do with salt. Okay. All right, so that's part of his face so far. Okay. Because he's a dragon, right? He shoots fire, it looks like. Okay. I'm gonna do a dot right there. Then, whoops. I'll do a line right there, like this. Just like that. Then his eye, he has a mean eye. So you're gonna try to draw his eye bigger. So then that way, when you add the glue, you're able to see it, okay? We have a triangle there. We have another ear here, I'm assuming. And then his big horn there. All right, then from here, we're gonna take his neck down like that. His neck down here. It's kind of looking like a unicorn, but he's not. Okay, his shoulder that goes this way, like this. I'm gonna just simplify these lines. His wing that goes up like that, and his other arm, his arm is gonna extend out because it doesn't fit in the page, and then his wing is gonna go out this way, okay? I'm gonna do another line there for the wing, and then another line here, okay? He has a tooth that comes out of his mouth right there. So we're gonna have this tooth right there, just like that, okay? His arm comes out this way like this. And then it extends out like this. And then he has like something coming out of his arm like that. Okay, just like that. We're simplifying these. And then this comes out, part of his arm or the back. And then his belly. And then his arm comes out this way, okay? So it's not the whole Pokemon character because he just doesn't fit on the paper. And we can't have him smaller because it would be too hard to glue. I'm gonna extend his tail going out this way though. And I'm gonna have his tail go out this way. So then that way you can actually have it part of the drawing. Could do 2 lines there, okay? All right, that's Pokemon. And then you can, it's up to you, you can just continue, you can line it out with glue just everywhere on the outside. I would probably color this part in with glue, the eye, so you can color him in. And any areas that you want to color inside, you can fill in with glue. But I would just do the outlines and then get his color the way that you want.
Wow.
Were you able to get
Incredible.
that? Were you able to get it? Do you have a question?
Incredible. Hold on, let me unmute him.
That's not regular Charizard. It's Mega
Hi.
Charizard,
Well,
which
well-
is even better.
great.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Declan, you're the best. Do you come to these classes every single day? Yeah.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Most days, right? You're the best.
Yeah, Mo.
So tomorrow, if anybody wants to come back, we're doing hip hop dance with Morgan. It's going to be super fun. Let's see if anybody else has their hand raised. Yeah, we still have 25 kids in here. This is amazing.
Awesome.
Maddie, no.
I colored both of them, and I did really bright colors, and it was really hard.
Awesome.
Oh, I
you
want
wanna
to see.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
I
totally
wanna
want to
see.
see.
Beautiful.
Maddie, you have to talk so we can see it.
This one, and then this one.
Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous.
Beautiful. Good job. I love how creative you are. Good job. Okay, let's see if anybody else has a hand raised or if they want to show us what they did. Hold on. Let me unmute a friend. Hold on.
Okay.
Hi, Piper.
Hi.
Can you do you want to show us what you did? Can you tilt it, or is the camera stuck?
I just started painting my name. Hang on.
Wow. Wait, Piper, you have to talk. Say hi.
I just started on the P, and I'm doing it in a rainbow.
I love that. So
That's
creative.
beautiful.
Good job. Thanks. Let's see if anybody else wants to show us what they did. Hold on. Do you have any other hands in the air? Hold on. Unmute. Maddie, try to do it on yours. I don't know why it's not working now.
Oh,
There you are.
when you said, when someone suggested dolphin.
Yeah.
When someone said dolphin, I remembered that I know how to make a dolphin noise.
Okay, show us.
I
It's
love
actually, I don't know how I do it. I just open my mouth.
Hold on, let me see if the child is still here. Hold on. Griffin. Hold on. Where is he?
I think he left.
No, he's still here. Hold on. It's just not unmuting. I don't know why. Griffin, push unmute on yours.
Okay, now you can talk. I can hear you.
Did you hear her dolphin noise?
Yeah.
That was
Oh.
fantastic.
How funny was that?
That sounded like a real dolphin.
Hi, Matt. Okay, bye, guys. All right, I think we've hit all the requests.
I think
I
so.
think everybody did their artwork. I'm going to go ahead and unmute everyone so everyone can give Elizabeth a huge thank you. This an hour and a half of art. You are the best. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for the hip hop dance. Bye.
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 Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Thank you.